Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Saving Sunderland as we enter a new season. So we'll go through some of the transfers and things that have happened in the meantime. There's not been too many in terms of incomings or outgoings really. I think they might be done later in the window. But we've come back, we're going to play the Community Shield game against Chelsea and we'll discuss a little bit about what's happened. So as you can see here, not too much has happened so far. Jadon Sancho has went to Barcelona for a fee that could rise to 90 million, but an initial fee of 68 million. That was agreed before the end of last season. He was one of the part of me sacrificing of the wingers, which unfortunately hasn't gone too well so far. And then again, a lot of people out on loan for a big amount of money, and Adamir, one of our wonder kids really, but he had to be let go. He was in the final year of his deal and I couldn't get a new contract tied down. So he's went for about 2.8 million, rising to 4.5, plus he's got some percentage of profit clauses in case that ever occurs. But in terms of the ins, we've brought in 3 players, all youngsters for the future. Gustavo, he's a right back / right wing back who's Brazilian, similar in the sort of mold to Rickson, who we've got. I'm going to try and get him long game time out this season because we have got Rickson and Althans covering that position right now. I signed Diego Gutierrez for 11.75 million. He is a winger. We're not going to be playing wingers anymore, but I'm still going to be signing these sort of players so I can churn them out and through the loan system and hopefully make profit on them in the future. And the final one was Mehdi Tazi. He's a right back from Holland who looks okay. He's very, very raw, but hopefully with game time out on loan, that will come good. One of the interesting things to happen this window, actually, in terms of the Premier League at the very least, Manchester City sold their German striker to Barcelona for 123 million, Mario Ulbricht. So probably the best player in the world, or certainly one of them, has left the league and left our tormentors Manchester City in the Champions League at the very least. They have brought in this guy from Barcelona. They replaced him with God, he's just as good, isn't he? He's just as good as the German, but that is a weakening of Manchester City, no doubt about it. So as we mentioned, we are going to change our formation to try and get over the line in terms of winning the Champions League. So this is the team that's going to start today anyway. Pickford in goal, Rios, Pfeiffer and Luis at centre-back. We'll have Rickson right wing-back, Milagres left wing-back. We're going to start with Phil Foden and Esparza in the centre. And up front, we're going to some new names. So we'll start with Lincoln, Luis Enrique Arans and Sugo. And on the bench, we've got, say, these 3. Them 4 actually. Them 4. Yeah, I'm loaning the Japanese striker out. So Gordino, Slowy and Tobias Vaness. They're going to be our 3 backup strikers this season. We'll stick Younger Blout in on the bench. We'll stick Kieran Tierney. He's quite versatile. And we'll have Guendouzi on the bench as well, alongside Michael Althans. So as you can see, our squad is absolutely massive. I haven't got rid of... Well, a few of the players will be going out on loan. I want to get rid of all of the wingers. So you're talking Ahmed Said. I want to get rid Marco, Dimitri Annan, Vignato. Those sort of players I want to get rid of. Same with Mohamed Zahir. I'm going to be replacing him in the squad with Roman Velasquez. He spent last season on loan at Juventus, the centre mid from Colombia, and he performed particularly well for them. And especially with the change to Carolero and box-to-box midfielder in the centre, he's the kind of player who suits the role better than the likes of Phil Foden, really. But anyway, that's going to be the first 11 for the Community Shield, so we'll get into it and see what Chelsea are offering. So Chelsea, of course, playing the same system as we usually play last season. They have made a big signing, Dimitar Alexandrov. Can you remember him? He used to play for us. He signed for Leverkusen. He has now gone to Chelsea for £47.5 million. We did get a little bit of that fee in terms of profit percentages. But yeah, nice to see him back in the Premier League. He has developed quite well. He is a really, really capable right winger. But hopefully our boys can nullify him today. So we'll kick off against Chelsea. We're shooting from left to right. Let's see how the 3 strikers perform today. Highlight now Milagres on this left-hand side. Esparza back to Milagres. The ball's played in, but Courtois can claim. Renato Sanchez can bring the ball forward now for Chelsea, but he loses out. That was a great challenge by Esparza, I think. Rickson now plays the ball over the top for Sugo, but it cannot find him over the top of the defence. Pellegrini now to Martinez up front. He's got the runner from Burgos. He's beat his man. He absolutely tortured his man and he's got into the box. And Chelsea are 1-0 up. This is the same Chelsea side that will beat 4-0 in there. It was a 4-0, 4-1 in the FA Cup final in the last episode. So I'm hoping our boys can sort of wake up here. We're not playing too well. It's not like the board are bothered about the Community Shield or the fans, really. Nobody's bothered about it. But it will be nice to get the first trophy of the season. Highlight now, Rickson's got the ball high up the pitch and he gives it straight to Burgos, and can they break? Sugo ends up with the ball now. Luis Enrique Ranzi's looking for the run, but nobody's giving it. Phil Foden tries to play it through and Chelsea can break. Lincoln now's got it. He's driving out the defence. Can he find someone? He tries to find a Ranz, but Chelsea keep cutting it out and keep breaking Burgos now. He's already caused us some problems. He takes the strike. Oh, best forget about that one, mate. Highlight now. Esparza gives the ball away to Jonathan Tarr. We're giving the ball away quite a lot here. Burgos now cuts back in off this left-hand side. He is causing us all sorts of problems. Rickson cannot keep up. Bellerin now down this right-hand side. He's got the beating of Milagres. Gets the ball in. It's cleared only as far as Sanchez. Bellerin back in and Burgos is there again. Chelsea are now 2-0 up. Oh my God. As we can see, Bellerin beats Milagres quite handily. And he gets the ball in and Burgos is there. Well, it eventually comes back out to Bellerin. And then Burgos is definitely there this time. Makes it 2-0. Come on, boys. Highlights straight after the kick-off. So hopefully we can create something. Renato Sanchez down the left. Oh my God, Burgos has got a hat-trick. 3 strikers has gone well in it, boys. I was going to say, Sanchez down the right-hand side. Just absolutely tortures that. What are them two doing? Literally running into each other and Sanchez just run past them. Corner, Rickson. Esparza now in the box. Finds a Ranz, hits the post. Highlight now. Jose Luis has the ball quite deep. He tries to find Sugo down the left flank and he gets to it. Can he get the ball in? He can. Zuma clears, but Milagres is there. Takes a strike back to Sugo. Rickson now's got the ball on the right hand side. Lincoln plays the ball over the top for Luis Enrique. Ran 3-0. I'm questioning every decision I've ever made. We'll kick off the second half. Let's see if we can get some goals back in this. Highlight now. Sanchez with the ball high up the pitch for Chelsea. Otto to Alexandrov. He's got the overlap if he wants it. Bellerin's there. Can he get the ball into the box? Yes, he can. But we're clear. Can we break now? Enrique Ranz down this left-hand side. Esparza plays the through ball for Sugo. Oh my God. What is with these three? Do you know what it is, lads? These 3 strikers have been awful all game. They're all coming off. Gordino, Sugo is off for Slawi. And Vanest. They're all coming on. Bellerin gets past Milagres again. Pfeiffer now clears to Slawi. And can we break now? Vanesti's in behind the defence. Can he finish it when his mates couldn't? He can. We'll make the changes to the strikers and the two have combined to make it 3-1. I don't know why I'm excited. Slawi comes deep for the ball. Lovely through ball for Vanest as he was overlapping. And he manages to get past the keeper. Slots it from post. 3-1. Take Esparza off for Guendouzi. Saves some legs here. It is only the Community Shield after all. Highlight now, 10 minutes to go and we've got the ball very deep. Rios with a long punt up for Gudino. Finds Slawi in the centre who buries it. Strikers combine again. As we can see, this is Route 1 football at its finest. Pickford plays it to Rios. Rios just lumps it over the Chelsea defence. They're playing a really high line for being so in front this late in the game. And Slawi punishes them. Vanest now, if he can find the through ball, he's there, but couldn't find the right pass. Vanest, can he find the ball for Slawi? He cannot. Alexandrov now down this right hand side for Chelsea. Milagres can make the challenge this time. Phil Foden, through ball for Gudino. What a pass that was. He takes the strike on. He should have really tried to beat his man there. Time's ticking away. 5 minutes to go in the match. Can we get one more chance, lads? One more. Gudino. What a through ball that is for Vanest. Vanest, you've got to be finishing that, mate. Come on. And that's going to be that full time against Chelsea in the Community Shield. We'll get beat 3-2. We did see some impressive performances from the young lads who came on. I'll show you the stats properly when we get back. But disappointing to lose the Community Shield there. So we'll click on Slowy. I'm going to call Abdullah Slow. We'll call him Slow. He looks like a really, really well-rounded striker at only 19 years old. His physicals are to die for. And he's got some really impressive stats where they count with a lot of room to grow. We're 39.5 million now. I believe we're signing for about 24.5 million. A couple of... was it last summer? Probably. He had a really successful spell at Freiburg on loan. He got 21 goals in 33 games. And he actually won the top goal scorer award in the German First Division. So that was particularly impressive. And then there's, of course, Vanest. We've been talking about him getting back into the squad for a couple of seasons now. He spent the last 2 years out on loan. actually the last 4 years out on loan. 2 years at Roma, 1 at Liverpool and 1 at Napoli. He did okay in his loan spells, but now he's back. Only signed him for 3.6 million 4 years ago, so hopefully he will. He's probably the main one who I could see maybe replacing Sugo in the starting lineup. Sugo had that 6-month-long leg break last season, which has diminished his physical stats somewhat. He's still a fantastic striker, don't get me wrong. It's just if there is somebody going to take a place, it might be him. And Gudino, of course, our Mexican striker, he's not quite as potential-based as the rest of them. It seems like his potential has been downgraded. We signed him for 6.75 million last summer. He spent the season out on loan at Fiorentina, getting 10 goals in 30 games, which is okay for a young lad. He's probably the 6th choice, and if someone is to be sacrificed, it'll probably be him. But of course, Luis Enrique Aranz, we've seen him for years now. We signed him for 325k. I think it was in the first season we got into the Premier League. Spent a couple of years out on loan, and then he's been playing left wing here pretty much the entire time. It's going to be his first season up front, so I'm expecting big things from the lad. He is a fantastic striker. He's been wanted by Barcelona, PSG and Real Madrid throughout the summer, but we're knocked back every advance. So hopefully he will make sure he will reward our faith that we've kept in him. And that's going to be it from me. Next episode we will jump into the first Champions League game of the season as we do every year, but we'll also review some of the outgoings again once we get to the end of August, because I'm expecting a lot of outgoings, not so much incomings, but you know, the winger situation we've got some high class wingers worth a lot of money, and I cannot just have them sitting in the squad doing nothing. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying my content, why not get yourself subscribed? But until next time, take it easy.